What the hell is so funny about Las Vegas? Well, in addition to big-name comedians playing big-name resorts, Sin City is full of comedy clubs, comedy shows, and resident comedians. And we're telling you all about them this week in gambling. If you like to laugh, Las Vegas has you covered. From resident comedians with regular shows to stand-up comics doing one night only, plus comedy shows with magic, dragons, and blue men. So, let's begin by looking at some big-name comedians hitting town between now and the new year. Starting in September when David Spade and friends play the Venetian, before legendary Jerry Seinfeld hits Caesar's Palace on the 5th and 6th. Near the middle of the month, Fluffy rolls into town for 2 shows at the Cosmo, and Howie Mandel performs with Arsenio Hall at MGM Grand on the 20th. Then, near the end of the month, comedian and movie star Chris Tucker will take over the Wynn for 2 nights, the 26th and 27th. The Wynn also welcomes Sebastian Maniscalco in early October, while Daniel Tosh brings his unique style of comedy to the Cosmopolitan on the 4th. Jeff Dunham is still around and will play Planet Hollywood the day after, while the legendary Steve Martin visits the Wynn with longtime friend Martin Short. Jerry Seinfeld returns to Caesar's Palace for 2 more shows, October 10th and 11th, while Kevin James opens at the Venetian on the 24th. Finally, superstar Adam Sandler closes out the month at Fontainebleau October 31st and opens the month of November on the 1st. And speaking of November, big-name comedians keep coming as Jay Leno performs at MGM Grand and Jeff Dunham returns for more at Planet Hollywood. Earthquake will play the M Resort November 7th, and Daniel Tosh is back for another night at Cosmo on the 8th. The middle of the month brings Martin Lawrence to Resorts World, and Tom Segura's Come Together Tour will make a stop at Park MGM just before Thanksgiving. In December, Ron White is at Cosmopolitan as the National Finals Rodeo kicks off, and Brian Regan performs his act at the Palazzo on the 6th of the month. Then Jeff Dunham returns to Planet Hollywood again on the 7th as Jeff Foxworthy helps close out Rodeo Week performing at Planet Hollywood. Lastly, the observational and sometimes dark humor of Dane Cook will close out the year at the Palazzo on December 13th. That's a lot to laugh about right there, but that's only the visiting comedians. There are several resident comedians and shows that you can see in Vegas most all the time. Comics like Carrot Top, who's been a staple at the Luxor since 2005, and the amazing voices of Rich Little, who's been performing in Vegas since the mid-60s and is currently at Tuscany Suites. If you still want more stand-up, Sin City has several comedy clubs to choose from, including Brad Garrett's club and the Big Black Comedy Show at Planet Hollywood. There's also the LA Comedy Club at the Strat and Comedy Cellar at the Rio, plus Jimmy Kimmel's Club, which you can find at the link. Of course, there's more to comedy than just stand-up. There are funny shows with magic, dragons, and even blue men, right? But there's more to Vegas than just comedy shows. In fact, 2 lucky guests recently won over $1 million each at the slots, one at Red Rock and the other at Westgate, Las Vegas. And Casino City covered these jackpots and other gambling news all across America, including a new poker room at Foxwoods and comedian Adam Sandler performing at Mohegan Sun. You can find these stories when you visit CasinoCityTimes.com. Now, when it comes to Las Vegas comedy shows with magic, dragons, and blue men, there are several to choose from, including some of the best shows in all of Sin City. Names you already know, like Absinthe and Mad Apple, but also Piff the Magic Dragon at Flamingo and the Atomic Saloon Show at Venetian. The Blue Man Group has been wowing Las Vegas since the year 2000, and they are at the Luxor, and Terry Fator is still bringing in crowds at the Strat. Next, Marriage Can Be Murder has been cracking up Vegas visitors for over 20 years, and they are now at the Rio, plus the unauthorized Harry Potter parody Potted Potter is on stage at the Horseshoe. The unique silent comedy of Tape Face can be found at the MGM Grand, while the iconic music of the 70s powers the disco show at the Link. Also playing the Link is the original bad girl of comedy, Luenell. And we close out our list of Las Vegas comedy shows with 𝗑, the ultimate variety show currently at Planet Hollywood. We could end our list of Las Vegas comedy shows right here, but there are some Las Vegas shows that like to sprinkle in a little magic with their comedy. Shows like Penn and Teller, who are in residence at the Rio, and the Mac King Comedy Magic Show, which is running at Excalibur. Adam London's Laughternoon Show is at the Ahern, Las Vegas, while the Mike Hammer Comedy Magic Show is at Four Queens. Then the interactive Lighthearted Show from Nathan Burton is playing the theater at Flyover Vegas, while Colin Cloud Mastermind can be found at Harrah's. And we close out our show with the House of Magic, blending classic, awe-inspiring illusions with comic hilarity, just off the Strip at Silver Sevens. So, if you're in Las Vegas and can't find anything to laugh about, well, you can't blame this video. And if we helped you find a show, please help our channel by dropping a like or subscribe and never miss another update. You mean I'm gonna stay this color?